The galaxy had watched Earth for a long time. Many alien species believed humans were weak. They saw humans argue, fight each other, and damage their own planet. To the aliens, this meant humans had poor control and low intelligence. They classified humanity as a fragile species that survived by luck rather than strength. That belief began to change when alien observation stations recorded human reactions during disasters. When cities burned, humans did not freeze. They moved. When storms destroyed homes, humans rebuilt. When wars came, humans did not surrender easily. They learned fast and adapted faster. This behavior confused the alien analysts. Most prey species panicked when faced with danger. Humans did not. They focused. Captain J. Kim stood inside the command room of an orbital defense station above North America. He watched data streams flow across the main screen. Jay was calm, his posture relaxed, but his eyes missed nothing. He had trained for years in space warfare and survival operations. He believed danger was something to understand, not fear. Dr. Hannah Lee stood beside him. She was a xenobiologist, assigned to study alien signals and behavior. She had spent her life learning how different species thought and reacted. Hannah frowned as she read a new report. "They are watching us more closely now," she said. Jay nodded. "That means they are nervous." Hannah looked at him. "Or planning." Far beyond Earth, an alien council reviewed the same data. They saw humans fight predators on their home world. They saw humans hunt animals larger and stronger than themselves. They saw humans enter dangerous zones for training and sport. To the aliens, this behavior was not normal. No prey species practiced danger for fun. One alien observer made a quiet statement that changed everything. "Humans do not behave like prey. They behave like hunters." The alien council ordered deeper study. More satellites moved closer to Earth. More listening devices focused on American military networks. They noticed something unusual. When humans trained for combat, they spoke of patience, tracking, and endurance. They studied enemy behavior and waited for the right moment. This was predator logic. On Earth, Jay received a classified alert. Unknown objects had entered the outer solar system. They moved carefully, avoiding detection. This was not an accident. Someone was testing humanity. Jay called his team. Among them was Una Park, an intelligence officer known for her sharp instincts. She studied patterns the way others studied maps. If something felt wrong, she noticed it first. "They are not here to talk," Una said after reviewing the data. "They are measuring us." Hannah agreed. Predators measure prey, but prey also measures predators. Jay allowed a small smile. Then they picked the wrong species. The alien fleet observed a military exercise in the American deserts. Human soldiers moved through harsh terrain with little support. They tracked targets for days without rest. They used silence and patience instead of speed. The aliens expected exhaustion. Instead, they saw focus. The alien analysts recorded rising stress levels among their own observers. This reaction was rare. They were supposed to be the hunters. But the humans moved like experienced predators who knew they were being watched. One alien commander suggested immediate containment. Humanity was growing too fast. If humans reached interstellar space, they could threaten galactic balance. The council agreed. They would test humanity with controlled pressure. If humans failed, they would be isolated. If humans resisted, stronger measures would follow. The first test came as a simulated accident. An alien probe entered Earth orbit and allowed itself to be detected. It broadcast weak signals, pretending to be damaged. The council expected curiosity and hesitation. What they received was caution. J ordered a defensive perimeter. No ships approached the probe directly. Drones scanned it from a distance. Electronic countermeasures blocked unknown signals. Humans treated the object like a trap. Hannah studied the probe's design. "It is pretending to be weak," she said. "That is a hunting trick." Jay responded calmly. "Then we don't bite." The probe was captured without loss. Inside, humans found advanced technology and silent recording devices. Proof that they were being studied. The Alien Council reacted with surprise. No prey species had ever refused a bait. In response, the aliens increased pressure. Small conflicts appeared across human space operations. Supply routes failed. Communication satellites went dark. Each event was subtle, meant to create confusion and fear. Instead, humans adjusted. American-led teams repaired systems faster than expected. Backup plans activated smoothly. Training scenarios became real tests, and soldiers adapted without complaint. Fear existed, but it did not control them. Unipark analyzed intercepted alien signals. "They are trying to scare us into mistakes," she said. Jay replied. "Then we stay patient." Patience was something humans had learned over thousands of years. Hunters waited. Hunters watched. Hunters endured hunger, cold, and pain to succeed. The Alien Council began to argue among themselves. Some believed humans were dangerous predators that must be eliminated. Others believed humans could be guided or controlled. But all agreed on one thing. Humans were not weak. Hannah presented her findings to Earth's defense leaders. "They see us as predators now," she said, "but they do not understand what kind." Jay listened carefully. "Explain." "Humans hunt to survive," Hannah said, "but we also hunt to protect. That makes us unpredictable." The aliens prepared their next move. A larger fleet moved closer, hidden behind dark matter shadows. They planned a limited strike. Not enough to start a full war. Just enough to test human response. Jay stood alone in the observation deck, watching Earth below. He felt the weight of history. Humanity had always been hunted at some point. By animals, by nature, by each other. Each time they learned. Each time they adapted. He spoke quietly, though no one else was there. "If they want to hunt us," he said, "they will learn what it means to face a hunter who fights back." As alien ships closed in, the galaxy held its breath. The age of human isolation was ending. The age of the hunt was about to begin. The alien strike did not come as a storm. It came as silence. Communication relays near the edge of human space failed at the same time. Patrol ships reported strange shadows on their sensors and vanished from contact. The aliens believed this slow pressure would weaken human resolve. Instead, it sharpened it. Captain J. Kim stood in the command center as alerts filled the room. He did not shout. He did not rush. He listened. He watched patterns form on the tactical display. Humans had learned long ago that panic was death. Unipark worked beside him, her fingers moving fast across the console. "They are isolating us," she said. "Cutting small pieces, not attacking the center." Jay nodded. Like hunters testing a herd. Dr. Hannah Lee listened to intercepted alien transmissions. Their language carried tension and caution. That alone told her much. "They are afraid of direct contact," she said. "They want us tired and confused before they strike." Jay replied, "Then we don't give them either." Earth's defense leaders made a fast decision. American fleets would take point. Not because they claimed superiority, but because they had long experience with joint forces and unpredictable battlefields. Units from many nations followed their command structure without resistance. The first open clash happened near a damaged relay station. An alien cruiser emerged from stealth and fired warning shots, expecting retreat. Human ships did not retreat. They spread out, using debris and signal noise as cover. Small strike craft moved low and silent, tracking the alien vessel instead of chasing it. The alien commander felt unease. Prey ran. These humans stalked. When the attack came, it was sudden. Electronic warfare blinded the alien sensors. Human ships struck weak points, not vital systems. They wanted information, not destruction. Within minutes, the cruiser was disabled. The aliens had expected fear. They found control. News of the encounter spread across the galaxy. Humans did not charge blindly. They hunted with planning and restraint. Alien councils revised their threat assessments. Humanity was no longer a developing species. It was a danger. On Earth, Marcus Reed prepared his unit for deployment. He was a ground combat leader trained for extreme environments. His team included soldiers from many backgrounds, but discipline held them together. They trained in silence, checking gear with calm focus. "Remember," Marcus said, "they bleed too. They just don't want us to know it." The alien coalition responded by escalating. They attacked supply stations and civilian transports, believing humans would break when innocent lives were threatened. This was a mistake. Human response was immediate and fierce. Search and rescue ships launched under fire. Escort fighters stayed close, drawing alien attention away from civilians. Human soldiers boarded damaged transports to guide survivors. Every action sent a clear message. Humans protected their own, even at cost. Hana observed alien reactions in real time. "They do not understand this," she said quietly. "Most species abandon the weak during hunts." Jay answered, "That's why they will lose." As battles continued, alien fear grew. Their commanders reported that humans adapted too fast. Each tactic worked once, then failed. Humans learned from every encounter. Losses did not slow them. They adjusted and returned stronger. Yuna uncovered a major alien plan. A coordinated strike aimed to trap several human fleets inside a gravity well. It was designed as a killing ground where escape would be impossible. "They want a final test," she said. "If we fall, they move in. If we survive, they change strategy." Jay studied the data. "Then we control the test." He ordered human fleets to move as if unaware. The trap closed. Alien ships surrounded them, confident at last. This was the moment the aliens believed the hunt would end. Then humans broke formation. Small ships dove into the gravity field where aliens thought navigation impossible. Larger vessels used controlled damage to change mass and trajectory. Communication blackouts turned into cover for silent movement. Marcus Reed's unit boarded an alien command ship during the chaos. Close combat followed. The aliens were strong but slow. Humans were fast and determined. They fought not with rage, but with purpose. Within hours, the trap became a disaster for the alien coalition. Command ships were captured. Supply lines were cut. Retreat turned into panic. Across the galaxy, observers watched with growing fear. Humans did not just survive the hunt. They reversed it. Alien leaders argued again. Some demanded total war. Others demanded negotiation. None could deny the truth. Humans fought like apex predators, but with discipline. Hana recorded a final note in her report. Predators do not always seek destruction. Some seek balance. Humans choose when to strike and when to stop. Jay stood on the bridge as alien forces withdrew for the first time. He felt no joy, only readiness. The war had truly begun, and the galaxy was starting to understand what it meant to challenge a species that had been hunting since its first day under the sun. The alien retreat did not bring peace. It brought fear. Across many star systems, alien worlds watched human fleets reposition with calm purpose. Humans did not celebrate. They prepared. This reaction confused alien leaders. Victors were supposed to rest. Predators were supposed to feed and relax. Humans did neither. Captain J. Kim reviewed long-range maps from the command bridge. Human ships spread out in patterns that looked random to alien eyes. In truth, they followed paths of prediction and pursuit. Humans were no longer reacting. They were hunting. Una Park stood beside him, studying intercepted signals. "Alien fleets are scattering," she said. "They think distance will save them." Jay answered, "Distance only matters if you stop tracking." Dr. Hana Lee focused on alien communication behavior. Fear had changed their language. Messages were shorter. Orders were repeated. Mistakes increased. "They are not thinking clearly anymore," she said. "They are prey now." The galaxy felt smaller as human forces pushed forward. American-led fleets coordinated strikes across multiple systems without warning. These attacks were not massive. They were precise. Supply depots vanished. Command relays failed. Alien ships found themselves stranded and blind. Alien commanders struggled to respond. They had trained for direct battles, not pursuit wars. Humans refused to fight on alien terms. They struck, vanished, and waited. Every pause increased alien stress. Marcus Reed led his unit on a hostile moon far from Earth. The environment was toxic, cold, and dark. Alien defenders believed no species could operate there for long. They were wrong. Human soldiers adapted. Suits adjusted. Movement slowed to save energy. They tracked heat and vibration through stone. Marcus guided his team with quiet signals. Combat was fast and close. When it ended, the alien outpost was silent. Word spread among alien ranks. Humans could fight anywhere. Some alien leaders called humans monsters. Others called them demons of endurance. Hannah studied these reactions carefully. "They fear our patience," she told Jay. "Most species fight until fear breaks them. Humans fight through fear." Jay nodded. "Fear teaches us." A major alien council meeting took place in secret. They debated one question: could humans be stopped? Some argued for total extermination. Others warned that such an attempt might destroy the galaxy itself. Humanity had already shown restraint. That restraint might vanish if pushed too far. The council made a choice. They would avoid humans, abandon contested systems, hide behind deep space barriers. Let the hunters starve. This plan failed quickly. Humans did not need constant battle. They followed patterns of movement and resource flow. Where aliens fled, humans traced the path. Where aliens hid, humans waited. J led a deep space pursuit beyond mapped territory. No human fleet had gone so far before. Supplies were limited. Risk was high. But humans understood long hunts. The farther the chase, the weaker the prey. Alien scouts detected the fleet and panicked. They sent warnings that echoed through alien space. Humans were coming. Humans did not stop. Una coordinated intelligence traps. False signals guided alien ships into dead zones. Each capture revealed more data. Each mistake fed human understanding. Hana worked nonstop, translating alien fear into strategy. "They rely on safety zones," she explained. "Places they believe are unreachable." Jay replied, "Then those are the first places we go." The psychological impact was devastating. Alien civilians demanded answers. Leaders offered none. Trust collapsed. Species that once ruled entire sectors now questioned their own survival. In one system, a peaceful alien faction attempted contact. They did not bring weapons. They brought surrender terms. Hana spoke with them directly. "We do not want extinction," the alien representative said. "We only wanted safety." Hannah responded calmly. "So did we." The message spread. Humans were not destroying worlds. They targeted military threats only. This distinction shocked the galaxy. Predators who chose limits were unheard of. Che ordered restraint where possible. Some officers questioned this. He answered simply, "Fear is a weapon. Control is stronger." Marcus Reed's unit secured another critical location without civilian loss. Alien defenders laid down arms rather than fight. Humans accepted surrender. By now, the galaxy understood a harsh truth. Humans could not be outrun. They could not be exhausted. They could not be frightened into mistakes. Alien councils finally admitted what they had denied. Humans were apex hunters, but they were not mindless. They hunted with reason. Che stood before a joint command briefing, watching stars drift past the viewport. Humanity had crossed a line. There was no return to isolation. He spoke quietly to his officers. The hunt is not about killing. It is about ending the threat. Beyond human space, alien leaders listened to reports with growing dread. The galaxy had tried to cage humanity. Now it understood its error. The hunters had learned the terrain, and they were not leaving. The galaxy reached a breaking point. Alien defenses pulled back to a vast artificial region built long ago as a final safeguard. It was a place designed to confuse sensors and bend gravity. Alien leaders believed no fleet could fight there and survive. They called it a sanctuary. Humans saw it as a trap. Captain J. Kim studied the zone from the edge of known space. Readings were unstable. Navigation would be hard. Supply lines would stretch thin. Many commanders would have waited. Jay did not. "They want us uncertain," he said. "Uncertainty favors the patient." Unipark reviewed data streams from captured alien systems. "They expect us to rush or withdraw," she said. "Either choice helps them." Jay nodded. "Then we do neither." Human fleets moved slowly into the region, marking paths and testing limits. Small units went first, mapping dangers step by step. When systems failed, crews fixed them under pressure. When ships took damage, others covered them. The movement looked cautious, but it was steady. Alien commanders watched in disbelief. The zone was supposed to break coordination. Instead, humans adapted their communication methods. Visual signals replaced long-range links. Pre-planned actions guided movement when contact dropped. Every failure became a lesson. Dr. Hanali focused on one unexpected signal. A peaceful alien faction had stayed behind in the zone. They were trapped between fear of humans and fear of their own rulers. Hannah requested permission to open communication. Che agreed. "Talk to them." The conversation was tense. The alien representative spoke with shaking control. "You are hunters," it said. "This place is meant to kill hunters." Hannah replied gently. "Hunters learn the land." She explained human behavior in simple terms. Humans hunted not for pleasure, but for safety. They planned not to dominate, but to survive. The alien listened, confused yet curious. While talks continued, the alien coalition launched their final plan. Automated weapons activated across the zone. Gravity fields shifted without warning. Traps closed around human formations. Marcus Reed was on the ground when it began. His unit moved through broken terrain as the sky twisted above them. Navigation systems failed. Visual range dropped to nothing. Alien forces attacked from hidden angles. Marcus reacted without hesitation. "Stay close," he ordered. Slow movement. Watch patterns. Human soldiers relied on training and trust. They moved by sound and memory. When alien forces rushed, humans met them with controlled force. Every step forward was earned. Above, Jay coordinated fleet responses to fragmented data. He did not demand speed. He demanded clarity. "Hold positions," he ordered. Let the field reveal itself. The zone began to change. As humans survived each trap, alien systems recalibrated. These adjustments created new weaknesses. Humans noticed them first. Yuna identified a central control structure hidden deep within the region. That is the heart, she said. They need it to maintain the zone. Jay made his decision. A direct strike would end the battle. Marcus received the order as his unit regrouped. They would advance to the control structure and disable it from within. The path was dangerous. Retreat was impossible. The advance took hours. Gravity pulled and released without rhythm. Alien defenders fought hard, driven by fear of extinction. Humans fought harder, driven by the need to protect those behind them. Inside the control structure, close combat erupted. The environment favored no one. Human adaptability proved decisive. Marcus led from the front, guiding his team through chaos. When the final system failed, the zone began to collapse. Across the region, alien weapons shut down. Traps fell silent. Gravity stabilized. Human fleets regained full control. The alien coalition realized the truth too late. Their sanctuary had become their cage. Hana's alien contact sent a final message. "You could have destroyed us," it said. "Why did you not?" Hana answered honestly. "Because the hunt ends when the threat ends." Alien leaders called for surrender. Not all agreed, but enough did. Fighting stopped across most fronts. Silence replaced fear. Jay stood on the bridge as reports confirmed the outcome. Humanity had not been wiped out. It had not been broken. It had mastered the most dangerous ground the galaxy could offer. He addressed his officers calmly. "This is not victory," he said. "This is responsibility." Marcus Red watched alien soldiers lay down their weapons. He felt no joy, only relief. The fight had purpose. Now it had an end. Across the galaxy, species re-evaluated humanity. Predators, yes. But predators who chose when to stop, the zone faded into history. The lesson remained. Humanity could enter any hunting ground and adapt. And when the hunt was over, it could choose mercy. Silence spread across the stars after the fighting ended. Alien fleets powered down weapons. Human ships held position, but did not advance. For the first time since first contact, no side was hunting the other. The galaxy watched and waited. Captain J. Kim stood in the main chamber, where alien and human representatives gathered through secure links. Many alien leaders looked tired and uncertain. Their long belief in safety through distance had collapsed. Humanity had crossed every line they thought was unreachable. Jay spoke calmly, without threat. "This conflict started because you feared us," he said. "It continues only if you choose fear again." Some alien leaders expected demands, territory, power, control. Instead, they heard restraint. Dr. Hannah Lee presented her final analysis. She explained human history in simple terms. Humans evolved as hunters, but also as builders. They survived ice, fire, storms, and war. They learned cooperation because no human survived alone. "We are predators," Hannah said, "but we are also protectors. That is not weakness. It is choice." The word spread across alien networks. Many species listened in silence. They had never considered that a predator could stop hunting by decision, not exhaustion. On distant worlds, alien civilians watched images of humans rescuing survivors and repairing damaged stations. These actions conflicted with every fear-driven report they had received. Marcus Reed returned with his unit to a forward base. His soldiers rested for the first time in weeks. Equipment lay scattered. Armor was damaged. Faces were tired. But morale remained strong. "We held," one soldier said quietly. Marcus nodded. "That's what hunters do. We endure." Unipark finalized intelligence reports. Alien communication patterns had changed. Fear signals faded. Negotiation language increased. The galaxy was adapting, just as humans always had. A formal ceasefire was declared. It did not come from celebration. It came from understanding. Alien leaders accepted that humans could not be controlled or isolated. Humanity accepted that the galaxy was no longer distant or unknown. J participated in the creation of new interstellar rules. They were simple. No species would hunt another for fear alone. No preemptive cages. No silent extermination plans. Conflict would be answered, but not exploited. Some alien leaders resisted. They still saw humans as a threat. Jay answered them directly. "We are dangerous when forced," he said, "but peaceful when respected." That honesty carried weight. Hana met again with the peaceful alien faction. This time, the tone was different. There was curiosity instead of terror. "You hunt like us," the alien said. "But you stop." Hana replied, "Because survival is more than winning." Across the galaxy, stories spread. Humans were called many names. Supreme hunters, endurance predators, guardians of balance. None fully fit. Humanity did not seek a title. American forces gradually withdrew from forward positions. They left behind monitoring stations and shared defense systems. This surprised many alien worlds. Power was usually taken, not shared. Jay watched Earth rise on the main display as his ship returned home. The planet looked small and fragile, just as aliens had once believed. But now the galaxy knew better. Humanity had survived the hunt. It had mastered it. And then it had ended it. Marcus Reed stood beneath an artificial sky on the base, breathing recycled air and thinking of quiet forests and open plains. The war had shown him the galaxy was wide and dangerous. It had also shown him that humans belonged there. Unipark sent her final report to Earth Command. The conclusion was clear. Humanity's greatest strength was not weapons or ships. It was adaptation combined with restraint. Hana looked toward the stars one last time before leaving the station. "They will watch us," she said to Jay. Jay answered, "Let them." The galaxy adjusted its view of humanity. Not as prey, not as monsters, but as a species that hunted when needed and stopped when it mattered. Far beyond known space, new civilizations would one day hear the story. How aliens thought humans were predators. How Americans rose as the galaxy's supreme hunters. And how the hunters chose balance over domination. The stars remained silent, but no longer afraid.